Alright, how many times is this zombie apocalypse shit gonna happen? Like, who's in charge of this shit, and why do they keep fucking up? I want some damn answers. What's going on, everybody? It's the Granddad Woolly, and you are here again for another edition of Woolly Reviews. Game Data. We got a video game review today, and today we're going to be talking about a new game that just dropped recently, getting a lot of attention and heat. So of course we had to holler at it, talking about the new game, Dying Light. Now, Dying Light is a new first-person survival horror game that's made by Techland and Warner Brothers, and it's a game that honestly took a long time to come out. It kept getting pushed back and delayed, and most people thought it probably wasn't even going to come out at all, but it finally is here after like a year or two of delays. So, of course, let's talk about it and see if it's really what it's about and worth all the hype and all the wait. So in this game, you are playing a character by the name of Kyle Crane, and I believe you are some sort of secret agent or some kind of person who works with some kind of agency, and you have to infiltrate this city called Iran, which is completely infected with zombies. Now, you're dropped in there, and you are supposed to infiltrate the area, figure out what's going on, and try to get some answers for how to cure the situation, because I believe the city is quarantined or something like that, but you're dropped in the middle of the shit because you got to be the guinea pig for some reason. So that's pretty much the setting of the game. As you go through the game, you end up meeting people, and you end up actually connecting with some people and become part of sort of a little group, and you have to do certain missions and certain things like that to, you know, gain their trust and be able to, you know, pull your own weight because you're the new nigga in town. So that's pretty much how the game flows. As far as the playing mechanics, it's first person, and it's sort of similar to how, you know, I guess you would say Dead Island is the way that it works in a way, the look and the feel of it as far as, you know, the mechanics and stuff. But in this game, you have a jumping system, sort of a parkour jumping system that you work with, and it's very useful in this game for you to be able to jump from building to building and, you know, poles and things like that to be able to avoid the zombies that are in the streets. Now, if you do have to combat the zombies, you have a various amounts of weapons that they start you off with. But no, it's not guns, it's not even fucking knives. They give you like metal pipes and table legs and wrenches and shit like they just came from Home Depot and said, hey, find something to beat these zombies up with, good luck. While the other people who you are actually teamed up with, they have fucking guns and knives and shit, but they don't even use them. They just sit there and withstand it with them. So that's kind of bullshit. I wish, you know, they could let you swap or some shit. Another thing about the game is you can actually collect random items and use them and combine them to be able to make other items to help you, you know, guide along in the game, such as med kits, even lock picks, things like that, to help you be able to get to certain areas of the area that you couldn't normally get to. They also have a shop that at the home base that you can buy certain items to help you guide along, but you have to have money. The way that you get money is you have to kill zombies or loot areas like that would have money, like cash registers or phone machines or pay phones and things like that. And then, you know, as you build up your money, you can go and buy the items and, you know, get more weapons, get more health kits, things like that to help you just be able to survive in this goddamn crazy ass world that it is. Another thing about this game that I kind of see as hit and miss is the control scheme. It's not bad, but the real thing about it is the R1 situation is the jump button usually rather than X, and you have to use the jump a lot, especially with the parkour type things. So it may get a little time for you to be able to get used to it. I got used to it after a while, but it was a little awkward. And also, you have a stamina bar, so you can't do too much. You can't do a lot of running, and even when you're fighting, you can't do a lot of actual fighting because you will get tired out, and your weapons will actually break that you have to repair. So you can only, you know, you have to be real cautious of who you're fighting, how much you're fighting. If you go into a group of zombies and swinging, you're not going to survive. You're going to get fucking killed easily, so you have to be real mindful of the decisions you make when you're in the city. And, you know, there are going to be times where you have to just run and avoid zombies and not try to fight them unless it's absolutely positively necessary, or you're fighting some sort of boss type, you know, person that's chasing you down and you have to take them out. Now, usually this is where I would put in some gameplay, but I'm not going to do that this time exactly. I do have gameplay, and it is on my new channel that just debuted today, Gaming with the Granddad. The first gameplay is up. I'll leave a link. I'll post it right here and also in the description and at the end of the video for you to check that out. And you will see me playing through the story mode in the beginning of it, and you'll get a real look and feel of the game. But for the most part, from the gameplay that I played, I really like the mechanics. Even with the jumping system, the look is great. It's crisp. It's very, very, you know, colorful, and it just pops off the screen. And on top of that, too, with the day and night contrast, the day is real, you know, it's a real lively area. The weather changes, and actually as the game goes along, the days change, you know, so you may get a rainy day, and when it gets dark, shit gets actually worse. It really gets fucking dark, and when it gets dark, shit gets more dangerous. The zombies get more I guess it's like they come out of nowhere. More zombies are there. They're more intense and ferocious, and it's just not a good time to be outside. So the best time to be outside is during the day, unless you actually absolutely have to, be there at night. But you shouldn't be out at night unless it's a mission or something like that. I've only been out at night a couple times, and I got my ass back to where I needed to be as quick as possible. No interaction with zombies or anything like that, because you probably will die. Now, the only bad part, or the parts that I have to say about this game that really kind of bother me, is it is a bit glitchy at times. Like, I won't say glitchy, but it's certain things that's like, okay, I wish they would have, sort of, tweaked it a little bit. There are ghost moments where you'll kind of go through certain areas, like solid areas. You'll just kind of go through it, or zombies will go through it. Or when you're doing the parkour jumping and you jump, instead of grabbing the ledge, you kind of like just grab like random air, but you'll pull yourself up on the ledge. You can clearly see that. Stuff like that, little small tiny bits. I know it's a game, I know things like that happen, but things like that kind of pull away from the actual realism of it. But other than that, the game is really solid. I actually enjoyed it. Honestly, I really wasn't looking forward to this game. I really wasn't too interested in this game because it was just, to me, it seemed just like another first-person zombie game. So like like a Dead Island or something like that. But as I got into it and played it, I really got invested into the story of it. I like the story of it. I like how you interact with the characters, and it's so much of an open world and expansion, and it is genuinely fun, smacking zombies around and killing them, and stealing their money, and doing missions and just jumping from building to building. The actual interface and how everything goes with the game is a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm gonna play this all the way through and see where it goes. But for the most part, Dying Light is a really solid game, and for all the delays and pushback, they put out a really decent product, and I'm enjoying it. So my final verdict, I'm not saying that Dying Light is an all-around solid first-person survival horror game. The look of it is great. It's a really, interactive game and world. You jump around with the parkour skills. You can whoop on the zombies, and it's just a very, very fun, and it is challenging at the same time too. And the day and night contrast with the difference of the worlds and the intensity of it is a really good thing. All I'm saying is that for a game that was pushed back for so long, they did deliver for the most part. Yeah, a little glitch here and there, but nothing too crazy. And it's a game that I think has a lot of meat to it, that a lot of stuff that you can do in it. I don't think it's going to be like a short game. I think there's a lot to it. They always give you a mission that, doesn't take you 5 minutes. It's actually a process to get from one place to the other, and you have to use your brain. You have to think. It's not a game that you can just run through. It is a game that you have to have patience and time with, and it will give you your money's worth for the most part. So all I got to say is that for me, Dying Light is 100% Granddad approved. I'm on an approval roll this day. 2015 is dropping a lot of good shit. All right, keep it up. I'm liking it. So if you like first-person survival horror games, you may like this game because it's a hot one. All right, nothing more to say. Flip it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. Tell me what you think of Dying Light if you've played it. If you haven't played it, go check it out. It's a hot one. It's available for PS4 and Xbox One. And if you like the first-person survival horrors, this is up your alley. Previous videos on the side as well as my music video. Check those out and show them some love. And as always, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram. Links in the description below. And subscribe. Button on the screen. Button below. Woolly Reviews twice a week. And don't forget, my new channel, debut today, Gaming with the Granddad. I'm going to put a link on here as well for the first play of Dying Light, the gameplay. Check it out. It's some funny shit. If you like Woolly Reviews, you're going to like Gaming with the Granddad. It's pretty much that with gaming gameplay. It's dope. It's funny. I'm loving it. So definitely check both of those out. And nothing more to say. So until next time, I take my leave. Granddaughter, Dying Light. Watch the gameplay on Gaming with the Granddad. I'm out of here.